Now, wow, this is sweet. I did not expect that. Dangerous. It does not drink 46% ABV, but it is absolutely great. I love it. Let me just give it some more. Well, I have to give it some more. Greetings to all my lovely subscribers, and of course you, the future subscriber. Tonight we are looking at a compass box, and this is something that I am quite looking forward to it. A couple of months ago I was on a online stream, and one of the guys was saying, "What do you mean you have not tried a compass box?" And of course it's true. It may be something that I should have tried a long time ago. But it's not so easy to get the compass box here in Europe. And if you do find it, it's quite expensive. So it took me a little bit of a trip via South Africa. And at the duty-free shop in Johannesburg, I picked this one up. It was quite cheap, I think, 35 euro I paid for it. So I was quite excited to get this one in a duty-free shop in Johannesburg airport. And I'm quite looking forward to giving this a nose and a taste. It is a little bit of information on the box. I haven't opened it yet. I've never tried the compass box. It's going to be something completely new for me. And I really hope it's fantastic, because so many people has been telling me that this is one of the best whiskies that I had in a long time. So quite a different number of boxes or series that I have. The compass box, this is the one that I felt what was the cheapest. I don't really like wasting money on things that I'm not going to like. So I'm looking forward to this one. So it is the compass box, Scotch whiskey maker, the spice tree, rich, round, intense. It is a blended malt Scotch whiskey, of course from Scotland, bottled at 46% ABV, non-chill filtered, natural color. Right here on the box, everything is there for you to read, and that's of course something that a lot of YouTubers have been talking about. And I know Ralphie is a big fan of this integrity, that giving you all the information on the box, sometimes complaining about it is just on the box and not on the bottle, but it's something that I also appreciate. A lot of the whiskies that I've reviewed, you have to go online. You don't even find the same bottle on their website. You have to rely on other reviewers that found out the information. Sometimes you get a little bit muddy, the waters, but you don't know if the information that you give out is correct or not. So for me, always the correct source, of course, is the website of the distillery. But a lot of the time they don't give you that information. So on the compass box, they do give you that information. And I do like this. On the back of the box, a little bit of information as well. Apparently they had the first editions of the spice tree was a little bit controversial. The method of maturation seems to be a little bit not conforming to tradition, and of course the laws of the whiskey gods in Scotland. So they changed the method. They created a new cask specifically for the spice box, and they give that little bit of a background information on it, a little bit of a stab at the establishment. But of course they did change their attitude, and of course they made this one. So in the end, what they do is they worked with their own cooperage and their friends from France and Scotland to develop a new hybrid oak cask that will allow to achieve similar results as the original one, and this was acceptable to even the most conservative observers. And of course the maturation comes from French oak on the heads of the cask and American oak for the body of the cask. They do have some notes here on the tasting notes, and but I'm not going to read that. I need it to be a little bit of a surprise when I open up the bottle. So quite a lot of information, well, quite a lot of relevant information on the bottle. And I do appreciate that they give us all the information that we need. So it is non-chill filtered. It is natural color. Quite a lot of color on this one. Age-wise, not sure how old the whiskey is. They don't give me that information, so it is on the bottle and no age statement whiskey. 46% ABV. I do kind of like the label on it. It reminds me of a real old school type of label. Just a little bit of contrast, not a lot of color. And of course, again, they have the information of the non-chill filtered and the natural color. So, kind of like the idea. Nice, thick bottom bottle. But of course, it's all about the nosing and the tasting. Am I going to like it? I really hope I like it. There's so many people that tell me that it is one of the best whiskies that I've tried in a long time. I'm not always convinced. I've seen so many whiskey reviews in my life where I take the word of people that are telling me that this is something that you have to try it, and of course not all the tastes are the same, and when I buy it online, open up with a big bang, and when I realize it's definitely not for me. Lefroy, I hope you're listening. So we'll have a look. On the cork already, I do find a lovely little sweetness coming out. But we will see. So tonight, Compass Box, the Spice Tree on the nose. Wow. Now that's something that I definitely can get used to. Definitely a lovely sweetness to it. I did not expect that. I don't think I didn't see anything with regards to sherry casks or sherry influence. We just say American oak and French oak. And French oak, I suspect a little bit of a oaky tannin to be present. Not 100% sure. We'll see when I do the taste. But the lovely sweetness, a little bit of that caramel note on it. Definitely, it's also got a little bit of a sherry note to me. There's it's not a smoky whiskey, but I get a hint, and I think they do mention something about a toasted barrel. I'm not 100% sure. But it does have a toastiness to it. A little bit of a toasty oak note to it. But yeah, it is quite pleasant, soft, even at the 46% ABV. It doesn't feel like 46%, it feels like a 40, maybe 43%. Even if I do a little bit of agitation. The color-wise, of course, it's a lovely copper color. So cannot fault it. Even if I do a little bit of to see about the legs, quite a viscous little one. Let me just look. Yeah, there's quite a lot of viscosity on this one. The legs are very slow to form, and once they form, it's like this very slowly going down the glass. So there is a little bit of viscosity to this one. A little bit of a peach note, like an overripe peach. And a hint of a vanilla. Get a little bit of a apple note, something maybe like an apple cider, but not a strong apple cider. So quite a fruity one. And a hint of a chocolate, just a hint at the back. Spicy, well, they call it the spice tree. I would definitely agree that there is a little bit of a cinnamon note. It reminds me a little bit of a Christmas cake note on it. But it is lovely sweet and a hint of an orange, like a orange oil, or a little bit of a sweet marmalade coming out. So a lot of flavors coming out, and a lot of the flavors is actually synonymous. So it reminds me of this, and the next, it reminds me of something quite similar to that. But it is lovely on the nose. And at 35 that I paid for it, I don't think it is a bad price. But I would just have to recheck. I bought it almost 8-9 months ago. Getting old, can't remember the prices. But I will check, and if it's a different price, I will just put it over here so that we are on the same page how much I actually paid for it. But it was in the 30 euros something. Lovely on the nose. So on the taste, cheers. Now, wow, this is sweet. I did not expect that. If somebody would have told me this is not a sherry cask and give it to me as a blind, I would definitely tell them there was a huge sherry influence in this one. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research when I'm done with the video. And of course, if there is some sherry cask on this one, I will put it over here as well, just to clarify. I'm just going on what's on the bottle. But it is absolutely great. I love it. Let me just give it some more. Well, I have to give it some more. Not a lot of oiliness. A little bit on the dry side. But sweet. I get a raisin note coming out. A little bit of a toffee note coming out. Fruits. Little toffee apple maybe. Definitely a little bit spicy now, a little bit of a warmth on the second sip, a little bit of a, almost like a chili note, and it just warms up the mouth, and it goes down nice warm down the throat. It is 46% ABV, definitely not going to add water to this one. For me, that is drinks absolutely fantastic. Dangerous? I think, let me just try. Dangerous. It does not drink 46% ABV. It drinks for me 40% ABV, not even 43% ABV. The spiciness, very subdued. Sweetness is there. Take that fruity notes coming out. And then it is just, you are just left with this lovely sweet aftertaste. A little bit of a heat from the alcohol. That warm glow feeling, and when it goes down, immediately a little bit that fruity notes coming out, that raisin notes that just lingers in the mouth, and of course it begs you, give it a little bit more. Ooh, this is going to be dangerous. Still bloody cold here in Belgium. Well, not so cold actually, 12 degrees. Well, for me, coming from South Africa, 12 degrees is still bloody cold. So my final thoughts on this one. I'm glad I bought it. Final thoughts on this whiskey. The Compass box, Spice Tree, something that I think most people would like it. Even the people that are not big into whiskey will definitely also warm up to the idea. Oh, really nice. Compass box, I'm sorry I waited for such a long time before I tried it. I would definitely recommend it. Maybe I'm the last reviewer to actually taste it and review it, and maybe also the last, well, probably not the last one that's going to rave about it, but I do like it. It's just an easy sipping, drinking, no bullshit whiskey. Give it a try. Let me know in the comment what you think, and I see you next time. Happy New Year. Cheers.